The Ellen MacArthur Trust was launched by the renowned sailor Ellen MacArthur in January 2003. Based in Cowes, the Trust uses the experience of sailing to help young people aged between 8 and 18 regain their confidence on the road to recovery from cancer, leukemia and other serious illness. We joined the Trust for a day recently and had the opportunity to meet some of the many children who have benefited from the Trust's activities this summer. The main activity of the Trust involves taking children sailing for 4-day periods. The boats used are 38 to 45-foot cruising yachts, which are ideal for carrying groups of children. Each night the boats stay at a different port, and the children and crew live and sleep on board. Sailing is perfect for these children. It gives them a chance to test themselves in a safe and supportive environment. And the experience of going out on the water for the first time is an adventure. Each youngster is given the chance to help sail a yacht throughout the trip, taking turns in helming, operating the winches, learning the ropes, and raising and lowering the sails. This was an extra special sailing trip, as the Trust had been lent the historic yacht Gypsy Moth 4 by UKSA, the United Kingdom Sailing Academy. Gypsy Moth 4 is famous for completing the first one-stop single-handed circumnavigation by Sir Francis Chichester 40 years ago. Gypsy Moth was completely restored in 2005 and is now owned by UKSA and used as a training vessel. She recently completed a second circumnavigation, returning to Cowes in June of this year. There were near perfect sailing conditions on the Solent on the day we were out, but the next day the weather turned foul and other activities had to be organised. Youngsters come from all over the country, including hospitals based in Northern Ireland, England and Scotland. This year, 10 young people in recovery from cancer and leukemia took part in the JP Morgan Asset Management Round the Island race in June. The small fleet of cruising boats made their way from Cowes to Yarmouth, where they were stopping for the night and for some fun and games.
Kyle, have you ever sailed before today?
I sailed before in Spain, but that was just around the island. So this is the first proper trip I've been on.
And what did you think of it?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. What was the best bit?
Probably when we got to steer the boats by ourselves.
Did you drive?
Yep.
And what was that like?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was the best bit of the trip?
Probably getting to meet all the people that we didn't know, and we made friends already, so it just shows you can when you talk together.
I had to tack. I was mainly the only person who had to tack, really, and that's what I had to do. I did feel a bit sick when the boat was tilting, but...
Have you sailed before?
No, not in my life.
And so what was the best bit about it?
Sleeping on the boat.
Well, I've never really liked sailing, and my dad's always liked it. And he's got his own boat and everything, and I thought to myself, and I've never liked it, and I thought to myself, well, I thought my dad would be really proud of me to learn things about sailing and going on boats, and once he's finished his, then I could go out on his.
So have you enjoyed it?
I have. I've had a lot of fun, especially making new friends, and yeah.
When I was on the chemotherapy ward at Southampton, and they offered me a chance to go on this trip, so I decided to take up the offer, as I enjoyed the previous sailing trips I had.
This trip was special for another reason. Skippering one of the yachts was Dan Monk, who was diagnosed with leukemia in 2002 and joined the Trust on their very first trip in 2003.
Dan, you first came on a trip with the Trust back in 2003. 4 years later, you're skippering one of the boats. How does that feel?
Today was fantastic. It was unbelievable. I had a flashback. I was pointing at a point on land. One of the girls, called Sarah, she was on the helm and she's aiming for a piece of land. I said, find something on land. I said, and aim for it. I was like, 3 years ago, I remember some of the guys that were tutoring me saying, pick something on land and aim for it, and it was fantastic. It's so cool, flashback, and it was really cool to actually be in charge, and to and delegating the jobs and for helping the girls out and some of the other guys. That's such a great time. It made me feel fantastic. I really enjoyed every minute of it.
Because you've come an amazing way with the trust, haven't you? Having come from coming on these trips as a kid who was ill yourself, and then last year going on the your Yacht Master course and going through all of that, and that was only made possible by the trust, wasn't it? Yeah,
it's thanks to the Ellen MacArthur Trust that they made this possible for me. Having them to help me come back after I pulled through from relapsing, just to sail around the island was good enough, and for them to actually ask me if I want to do my Yacht Masters was fantastic. It's been a dream come true, and I really enjoyed every minute of it. Being able to actually learn how to sail properly and to be in charge, and then to help the kids too, is fantastic. I've enjoyed it so much. If it weren't for the Ellen MacArthur Trust, I wouldn't be here. And I could see in the kids' faces today, they were smiling as they're sailing, and you ask them, are you enjoying yourself? And yeah, they really enjoy it. And you can see that they're smiling and they're having a good time, and that's what they need. They need that break, and it really does help. It really does.
All in all, the Ellen MacArthur Trust provides a fantastic opportunity for young people to build their confidence, to work alongside others who have had similar illnesses, and to get out on the water and have some fun. The Trust is the official charity of Scandia Cows Week, and Monday 6th of August is their charity day, when they want everyone to help turn the town blue. They've got a stand in the Parade Village, so please pop along and show your support. There really is no more worthwhile cause than helping these incredibly brave youngsters take some pleasure from life through sailing.